Sky Dragon Fire! Maybe not. Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm going to be reviewing Fairy Tail episode 170. Small Hands. That's it. Small Fists, sorry. The episode lists off when Wendy is using one of her secret arts that is trained by the Sky Dragon, which is Light Burst. It's called Sky Dragon Secret Art Light Burst Sky Drill, which was awesome. I swear I'm gonna recreate that when I do special effects. So, if only I could get her circle, I could work that out. And that knocks out Shiria almost out cold to the point that the referee was gonna be like, "Hey, it's done." But nope. Fortunately, Shiria is the Sky God Slayer magic. Sky God Slayer. So Shiria could replenish her own strength. Well, not replenish, but she could heal her wounds, but not replenish her strength. While Wendy can't do that to herself, but she could replenish the strength or spiritual power. I think the physical strength only to an enemy. And that actually comes into play eventually. Kind of unfair. She is the original Sky Dragon Slayer and can't heal herself. I guess just the whole world saying, hey, the Sky Dragon is supposed to be a support type for other people. And it's like an archer in an army. Then Wendy tried to keep on pushing, even though Shiria is trying to convince her, quit, it's okay, it's nothing humiliating. No, Wendy fights back and says, no, I want to keep on going, I'm going to continue. And so Shiria answers her the full feelings of Wendy with her full power as a God Slayer, Sky God Slayer, and uses the secret art called Heaven's Gathering Clouds, which is a whole bunch of feathers coming from the wrist, making a whole typhoon. Kind of scary, but then again, in Bleach you have Zenbo and Sakura, which is cherry blossoms, and it kills people. So don't underestimate. But then surprisingly enough, the attack missed. Oh my god, really? And everyone's like wondering what the heck is going on. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is that during the time that they were clashing or whatnot, Wendy recovered Shiria's physical strength, which makes her misjudge the magic gain and usage, throwing her magic out of whack. That was smart! And I really think that was a pretty awesome strategy because, when someone misjudges their thing, it goes out of whack. Then starts off to go into a fist fight between Wendy and Shiria, using some degree of magic during their fights, because every time they had a collision, you see the black, you see the white. And it was pretty, entertaining. It's cool, and apparently the announcer, as creepy as that is, being bald and him and his ass just shaking everywhere. No. So the fight ends, and it's called a draw, so each team was rewarded 5 points, and they became friends afterwards. Shiria even healed Wendy's wounds, just as a sign of friendship. That's so sweet! After all, they had another cutscene that had Mr. Gun, or Jarrell, as you would say. Okay, there's different ways of saying his name, Gerald, but whatever. He starts investigating the eerie power that he thinks is the refs, and then he finds this one person that is covered in cape, and he suspects them, like, hey, who are you? Let me find you. But unfortunately he gets caught by the Magic Council security guards or captains or whatever, and he got demasked, which is very dangerous because his name is infamous. But of course Yajima, which was a former member of the Magic Council, protects Jarrell in hopes that he will not only protect Fairy Tail, but Makarov, because they're old friends. Which is so nice. But during the time his mask was demasked, girls from Mermaid Hill, Kagura and Miliana, both saw his face, and they both had bad past. And they got all heated up and about to cause a whole lot of crap. Dum 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 dum. And then at the end of the video, you got Laxus just chilling there. Then Makarov, his own grandfather, came by and brought up the subject of what Ivan, Makarov's son, Laxus' dad, brought up, which is the Lumen Historie. Ivan declares that as Fairy Tail's darkness, the darkest secrets, the darkest history of Fairy Tail. But what the first says is actually Fairy Tail's light. So you just got a whole lot of another big mystery about that. And then they start talking about who is the one that told Ivan about Lumen History, because he never became a guild. This history is passed from guildmaster to guildmaster, and the only one that we've seen actually get it passed to was Guildarts, but he had a one-day trial as a master, then left. But then they think the second, the Porihito, the guy in charge of Grimoire Guild, told Ivan because they're both evil, we expect. And all of a sudden, the first starts crying and it gets an awkward situation for Lexus and Makarov. I thought that was hilarious. And then I have a whole lot of people, friends, groups that saying, "Oh my gosh, the first looks so cute when she's crying." By the way, what age do you think she is? Because, like, the way the artist draws her, sometimes they make her small, sometimes they make her slightly tall. So she could be like from a maybe very young child to maybe a early to mid-teens. What do you guys think? How old is she? Don't Google it. That's cheating. But that's just my guess. But that became an awkward situation. If you guys saw the thumbnail, that's the expression. But anyway, guys, what do you think this whole Illuminati history is? I mean, I asked this before, but it's just a big subject that keeps on coming up, one way or another, direct or indirect. And then how many more God Slayers out there? We already counted 2, and we already know a third might be somewhere in Sabretooth. Yeah, we all know that. But will there be like other ones? Because there's more Dragon Slayers out there. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this review. It's pretty easy. This episode was nice, kind of enlightening on what shadows have been hidden away. Sometimes the manga does not reveal what it really is, and some anime could actually enlighten that a little bit more fluidly. And not to mention that, you know, compared to still pictures with actual moving fighting sequences, you gotta like it. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this review. If you guys want like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to sub, and also don't forget to like my fan page in Facebook, so you guys keep track of all these reviews and whatever might be coming up in my way. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Peace.